The GPA that makes Canadian universities care? The Canadian grading system requires many thought processes to be completed properly. This can be a challenge for first-year students applying for college admissions in Canada, as they are unfamiliar with the different grading scales of schools in Canada and what it takes to get into certain schools. You need to know all about a good GPA in Canada. What is Canadian grading point average? A Canadian grading system is a standardized grading scale used in Canada. It is similar to the American grading system, but the grades are not based on percentages. In Canada, a grade of 80 to 100% is considered an A or an A+, and a grade of 60 to 79% is considered a B or B+. The standard grade in Canada would be C or C. What is a good GPA in Canada? In Canada, GPA refers to the grade point average for undergraduate study at public universities and universities that belong to the Association of Universities and Colleges of Canada. However, it can vary from province to province and depends on what degree you are studying for. Your GPA might not be comparable if you were studying law versus mathematics versus engineering. Here is the measurement of good GPA scores in Canada. 1. A GPA above 4.0 excellent. 2. A GPA above 3.5 very good. 3. A GPA above 3.0 good. 4. A GPA above 2.5 satisfaction. What does a 4.0 GPA score mean in Canada? A 4.0 GPA score in Canada is a 90100 percentage score and is considered the highest possible grade. It's considered as a straight A+. This score could be a tricky issue for university students pursuing higher education, as there are situations in which it is not enough just to have a good grade point average to get into the university of one's dreams. What is a 3.5 GPA in Canada? The 3.5 GPA score is a plus. It is an 87 to 89 percentage score. A 3.5 GPA score is considered very good in Canada. It is typically required if you want to be eligible for certain schools that offer graduate programs or university courses. What is a 3.0 GPA score in Canada? The 3.0 GPA score in Canada is a percentage that stands for 83 to 86. In Canada, it has a good number of students in this score range. It is considered good. What 2.5 GPA means in Canada? A 2.5 GPA on a 4.0 scale is a B in Canada. It is considered satisfactory, but not enough to be promoted past the first year of college. How is the Canadian GPA score calculated? GPA, one of the most popular grading systems globally, is calculated in a variety of ways across Canada. The Canadian government creates a GPA score based on an average of the students' grades. In an average Canadian university, GPA is calculated by multiplying the grade with the credit hours. For example, if you get 60% in a given course with 20 hours of course credit, your GPA would be 6/20ths, or 30%. Here is a more elaborate example. If you get a grade A, B, and a C for 3 courses in grade A, say you have 2 credits, grade B has 2 credits, and the grade C has 3 credits, you'll have scored 4.0, 3.0, and 2.0 respectively. Next, you will multiply the grade by the number of credits for each course. This will sum up to a total of 22 points. The average GPA is calculated by dividing this number of credits points by the total number of credits of the 3 courses, 7. This type of calculation makes it easier for professors to compare students across universities and allows them to pinpoint specific strengths that need more attention. Students are discouraged from working more than 20 hours per week outside of school and not working during school. Students that do this can have their grades and GPAs lowered because it is difficult to get enough study time and create a clean academic record. How to improve your Canadian GPA? If you're an international student, your Canadian GPA will not be the same as a native Canadian GPA. You might find yourself struggling with the Canadian system, and it can be easier to get help. The most important thing is figuring out what's wrong so you can fix it. This means that you need to know what grade you are aiming for and if there are any specific subjects where you feel like your grades are low. One way to do this is by using school academic support. For example, if you're having trouble with English grades, talk to your English professor or go through their tutorials on the subject matter. If you want to improve your grades, there are multiple steps you must take. You can use online tutorials and quizzes, such as HubSpot Academy and others. These will give practice problems and tutorials for various school subjects such as math, science. For more information, click the link below or visit canadabetter.com.